Hi guys, this is how to cut my trousers. I removed two to get my flap. So I removed two from the flap to get my hip. So you can see by the side I removed 1 inches. So you take it straight to the hip line. So but then you just cut it off. So you then I now measure my waist, divided it into 4. So you can see. So I chuck it, put 1.5 inches. My hip divided into 4. I put 1.5 inches. My lap divided into 2. I put 1.5 inches. So you can see. I roll it down to my crash. So I have to divide my my lap into 2 to get the midpoint. So that's what I'm doing. So I divide into 2 to get the midpoint. So I'm taking it down. I'm taking it down because it's short knicker. So from there, I'll divide this thing into my nail into 2. So whatever I got, I place it there. So you can see. Put my allowance and I chuck it down. And I put the other one, my allowance, and I chuck it down too. So I chuck it down. So this is my short knicker. I'm trying to cut a short knicker here. This is how I cut my short knicker. So next thing I start cutting. Next thing I cut. So I have to cut the front first before the back. So I cut it first. This is my flap. So I go down and I cut it down to give me that shape. Actually, here you can see the hip line. So you can see how the hip is. So I'm picking up my tape. Now I remove 1 inch from the flap side. I remove 1 inches from the flap side and I slanted it. So now I used to bring my this thing to get my back. So I'm trying to put it in the right position, thinking it's not where I put it to not be okay. So now I've got in the right position. So I removed 2. See, my back will be longer than this thing. So at my hip side, I put 1 inches allowance, 1 inch allowance. Your back must be bigger than the front. But mind you, you see that 1/2 inches that I remove, you will not cut it out from your back. So you can see it here. So now I roll it down to get a measurement. Now cutting it off. So you can see. Slanting it to my waist. See, I did not remove that 1 inches that I removed from the front. I did not remove it. So voila, this is my short knicker. This is how I make my short knicker. So any other explanation I can tell you later.